welcome to another fun-filled episode of Chilling with the Pool. I'm your host with the most, Pirate Master Deadpool Supreme, alongside my enigmatic co-host, Mr. Adam Warlock. Greetings, what is up on the his house, dogs and or dogettes? I think there's a word for that, but I don't think we're allowed to say it on this particular platform. Anyway, today, as you probably read from the episode caption, we'll be continuing our coverage of the penultimate Spider-Man issue that we had a few days ago. Yes, indeed. I figured what better time than the present to actually kick off to further read into this marvelous webhead. Smooth operator there, Adam. Smooth operator. Anyway, without further ado, let's get down to business. Just a minute. And here we go. Today's story features Spider-Man and his family out in the midst of the cold, the hot desert of March. See? Not too bad, huh? Look at that. No, it's not. Morning. Hey there. Is kid still asleep? They're stirring. How are you feeling? Look at that. Look at MJ just basically it. Yeah, let's see. How the hell do you fix this? Much better. That's much better. I'm a genius. Yep, you can do that. Oh yeah, you can definitely see that MJ is totally feeling up Peter's hot dad bod because she totally wants some. Come on, it's they're redheads. What can you do? Body'll be fine, but I'm just hairy. That and everything. I wake up every day and think it was all a bad dream. I just can't believe I couldn't save him. I can't believe I put you and guys at risk. And I can't believe we're living on the run like this. Hey, we're not on the run. We're on vacation. Yeah, but I'm supposed to be helping people. You are. Us. Speaking of, morning. Good morning to you. Where's your brother? Still in bed. He was up late reading. He wouldn't cut his lights off. Your brother appears to be the only person immune to getting up early out here. Yeah, up early, he says. Up with the sun, I suppose. The neighbor's like, morning, neighbors. Beware strangers bearing gifts. If you keep bringing us coffee every morning, pretty soon I'm going to have to start expecting it. Well, don't do that. That's exactly how the government gets you. Peter here actually thinks you're from the government, David. MJ. He thinks those are X-ray goggles. Yeah, joke's on you, Pete. The only people around here with working X-ray goggles are over there in the back row. They'll deny it, but they got them. Which one are those? The UFO guys? Yeah, UFO guys are on our row. Back row. Back row is split between amateur filmmakers and foreign intelligence agents. FIA. The next row is anonymous, off-the-grid non-persons, and the row after that are retired stockbrokers. And then, of course, there's you. Can I have some coffee? Absolutely not. You're already bouncing off the walls already. Sorry, kiddo. I'm a wild man, but, sorry, kid. I'm a wild man, but I draw the line at aggravating mothers. What are you guys doing today? My favorite, sightseeing. Any place in particular? Well, we've been to the canyon with the tall rocks. Oh, rocks. Bryce Canyon. A lot of UFO activity over there. And the one with the rock on top of the other rocks like a hat. Sure, balanced rock. Equally impressive UFO activity. So I think we're finally going to check out the one with the arches. Just which one? One of the lesser known ones. In the middle of the desert. About 40 miles from there. 40 miles from here. Don't go there. What, UFOs? No one knows what's going on there. Weird sounds, earth moving, an old abandoned military base. It's not safe out there. It's not safe. People have disappeared out there. Not like lost time, but abducted experiments. I mean, like, disappeared for real. Okay, understood. Seriously, go somewhere else. Well, that was anonymous. Yeah. I mean, people have disappeared, Peter. For real. They could be in danger. They might need some help or something. Maybe somebody should take a look around. Yeah, yep, that's MJ. Oh, and and it looks like we got a subscribe. There's Duke Dulce Ortega says hi. Oh, hello there. But as it turns out, Richard Parker seems to have some ideas of his own. Hello, anyone there? There? I haven't heard from you in a while. That guy says, oh, that guy also says hi. Heard from you in a while. Well, sorry, I'm in the middle of nowhere and can't get a good signal. Though I did get one long enough to read about a recent bank heist. Was that me? Not me. I'm just saying, Felicia, superheroes can't be hanging out with bank robber or supervillains. I am not a supervillain. Sure you aren't. Either way, I'm glad you've been thinking about me. I've been thinking about you too. Oh boy. Okay, play it cool, man. Play it cool. That's cool. Yeah. Johnny says, that's cool. Oh, you idiot. What's wrong with it? It is cool. Okay. So maybe when I get back out of here, we could go out or something. Oh, what? Yeah. Hey, what's up? Oh, it's like, what? Failed to send? Oh, what the language? Oh, boy. $768 or numbers. Anyway. Oh, the language. Sorry, Dad. 6-7. Oh, of course. 6. Of course, 6-7. Okay, so can somebody please tell me in the comments what 6-7 actually means, or is it just some nonsensical thing? Because I've been hearing it a lot on the on my news, on my Instagram feeds, and I have no idea for the life of me what it even means. So if somebody, or is it just nonsensical things? So please sound off in the comments below if you have any idea what the 6-7 or the phrase actually means. I'm not. Anyway, back to the story at hand. I'm still not so sure about this. Why again? Why, again, is it a good idea to bring you along on this little adventure? Because historically, team-ups are awesome, and the people eat this father stuff up, especially the sons. Yeah, well, I love you, but I ain't sentimental, but it ain't sentimentality I'm going for. I think Richard is kind of relaying to us, the readers, about, the historical team-ups, from the original Marvel comics, and to both him and us, the readers. And everything. So that's definitely something worth checking in on. You understand that something bad happened to Mr. Harry. Now he's gone. Yes. Well, the truth is, I want to protect you from things like that forever. But whether I like it or not, at some point you're gonna be on your own, kiddo. Well, remember, I do have the suit. Speaking of, let's have a chat about that. That's what we're doing. I'm not talking to you, son. I'm talking about the Picotech, aka the penultimate Venom suit. He's talking to me. There are a couple of rules I want to go over. Rule number 1, no touching Mary Jane. Rule number 2, no, these are different rules. For when for when Richard is wearing you in a dangerous situation. He told me you've been practicing. How's that going? Well, I think he also told me that. So it told me you could take over if things go bad or if he faces something he's not ready for. Yes, I can, and I will. And I will. So, if you have to make a choice between saving me and saving him, you know what to do, right? Yes, Peter, I am modeled after you, of course. But if that ever happens, I need to save everyone. That's not what I meant. I know exactly what you mean. Would you ever let anything happen to him? You know I wouldn't. Then no, I wouldn't either. Can I just say that you guys are really sucking all the fun out of this? No. Say, no. Later, Richard and Peter make their way to an abandoned military base. Want to take a closer look? Yeah, okay. Spooky. No doubt, and that's your first lesson of the day, son. If you get a bad feeling about something, assume that something is wrong, even if you don't see it. Wait, what the? Dad, watch out! Entity consolidation detected. Charging. 3. Lesson number 2. Be ready for anything. Stay on your toes. 2. And you never know when you're going to need to act fast. 1. Armed. Zap. You okay? What the? was that? Language, and I have no idea. Hang on. Sorry about that, folks. I just need to stretch my legs. Okay, never mind about that. Anyway, yeah, sorry, folks. I was just trying to test out a little Q&A thing, and if it obstructs the view of the comic, then I apologize. Oh, sure. But I don't think we should. Language. Entity consolidation detected. Charging. Ouch. 2. Lesson number 3. Don't get smashed in the head. That ain't good. 1. Arm. Zap. Wow. You okay? You don't look like you're doing okay. Also, I feel like I'm not doing anything up on the steam up, Dad. Just tell me what to do. I don't even know what's going on, except that tower keeps blasting him apart. It's a containment device, if I had to guess. Huh, that's kind of interesting. What do you think, Dad? Go away! What? So, if we turn off the activity... Hang on again. Ugh. Whew. Sorry, just have to keep stretching my legs a little bit. It's a little bit long. Anyway, so if we turn it off, what does that mean exactly? That tower seems to be the only thing keeping the creature at bay. Every time it assumes human form, it quickly reduces it to particles. Okay, if we turn it off, then he'll be free. I think I'm about to pass out. Energy consolidation detected. Charging. Yes, but free to do what, Richard? To stop using Dad as a hammer? Good point. Can you stop it? 3, 2, 1. You okay, Dan? Okay. I think I might have a concussion, but you did good. I'm really proud of you. Nice save. Thanks. I just hope it was a good idea. Oh, thank God. I'm back. Nope, pardon. I'll be right back for these important messages. Not this time. Also, break. For those of you who are just tuning in after they're tuning in from the break, Spider-Man and his son Richard are pretty much on the run, and his family are much on the run from Kingpin and his goons following the apparent death of Harry Osborn in the previous issue. So now, thanks to their interference, Sam, this guy. Oh my, those are the first words I've been able to say in almost 3 years. You saved me. Cool, no problem. Who are you exactly? Just a normal guy who got too curious. They caught me after I cut through the fence and snuck onto their base. I knew someone was doing illegal experiments here, and I never thought they'd make me into one of them. But they did. I became someone who could be the Earth. But after what they saw what I'd become, they built the tower to keep me from regaining my human form. Then they left, leaving me that way, trapped and hopeless. But now I'm free, thanks to both of you. So if I understand you correctly, you can completely transform yourself into anything with sand, like any shape or whatever? Yes. Cool. Then maybe next time, instead of using me like a bat, please spell out the word help, or save me, or any other of them. An endless number of things that isn't bashing my head in. Just an idea. That is a really good idea. I should have thought of that. Later that night. So it turns out he was just a guy asking too many questions? Yeah, the wrong questions to the wrong people, and what's wrong with the world. He then suddenly found himself in way over his head. Cause he just had to know. Uh-huh. That's like every other weirdo out here on the run. I don't know, Peter. I don't think it's weird to ask questions. What's weird is an infinitely complex world. There are people who wake up every day dead set on believing that hang on. We'll be right back to this another secondary commercial break. Alright, that's taken care of. Anyway, you're complex exactly who... Oh, yeah. People who wake up dead set on believing how they know exactly how things are. Yeah? Yeah, total weirdos. Yeah, I got a question. Lay it on me, tiger. Why do you love me? Because you're awesome and really good looking. Oh, and look at that. Look at how she bites her lower lip. She really cannot keep her hands off him. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. You try Gwen again? Yeah, the foreign intel guys on row 3 let me use their scrambler doodad straight to voicemail, but she was there at his funeral. I saw the pictures online. What do you think? Oh, I don't know. When was the last time you talked to Ben? I'm supposed to check in tomorrow. Okay, I hope he has got good news. You got 5 minutes. Less if you want to play it safe. Okay, thanks. Hello? Hey, Uncle Ben. No, I haven't considered more life insurance. Honestly, at my age, I'm not sure I could ever get coverage. Uh-huh. You're not that old, but understood. You okay? My health is good. I run with a healthy crowd. I think they all seem fine. So yes, I'd consider my healthy for my age. But this is the world. Do I need to come home? No, not definitely. Okay. Next week, same time? Yes. Thanks for your call. Insurance salesman again? Yeah, it's almost like they won't take no for an answer. Maybe that's because they know more than they do. Alright. And maybe both of you should reconsider this. Well, I'm as strong as a bull. How about you, Ben? Of course, it's Kingpin and his row of bullseye-esque assassins. Stronger. Now, why are you here, Mr. Wesley? The two of you have been doing quite a dance, digging up all kinds of untruths about one of the great men of the city. It's salacious, really, and I don't care for it. Tough. And there's a chasm of difference between what you and I would consider to be an untruth. I mean, the whole idea of it, you and this party being harmed by our reporting, it's a bit much. That's isn't it? The feigned outrage. You pointing your finger at us as if we were the ones hurting people. Come on, if you're going to lean on us to stop, don't pretend you're not the heavy. Show them. What is this? Tomorrow, the Daily Bugle is running a story about the reckless owner/operators of the paper. I'm here on their behalf to see if you wanted to make a comment. What did you do? Well, you are looking at various well-sourced police and forensic reports confirming the deaths and murders of a not so insignificant number of people, who all happen to share the same name, Ben Reilly. Oh God! For those of you who don't know, Ben Reilly was the name of Spider-Man's clone from the 1990s Clone Saga. It was a really controversial story, kind of disliked by others. It had potential, but it just got mungled up by Marvel editorial trying to outdo the Death of Superman run by DC at the time. You killed every Ben Reilly in New York? Goodness, no, I belong to a global organization. We killed every Ben Reilly on the goddamn planet. Why would you... You did that? Why? You write a story and you think you're changing the world, you tell the truth and you think it matters? It doesn't. So this is what? You educating us? Or are you here to put an end to the practice? I just wanted you to know that I am an admirer of your work, but strong words, they elicit a strong response. And this is supposed to what? Make us quit? You already killed everyone, so it's not going to happen. It's never going to happen. We're not stopping. If anything, we'll double down on this. Good. I don't want you to stop. What? You give me something to point to pick apart, to reframe, to ridicule, to further our plans. So I want you to keep going. You're a useful tool to separate us from them. Your plans. I hear that if you want to hear God laugh, tell them all about your plans. Here's what you don't know. As far as you're concerned, I work for God. And what you call night, that is his hand casting a shadow over the earth itself. No. So please, continue what you're doing. Be a useful distraction. But stop hiding behind others. You'll just get the wrong people hurt. So, care to make a comment for the record? Sure. When all this is done, when all the wrongs have been righted and the shadow is lifted, I'm the guy who's going to write the obituary. Give him pretty big, weighty words coming from Uncle Ben, of course. He's the man. Ben Parker right here is the main rule why no one stays dead. The only person in Marvel that will ever actually stay dead, permanently. Everyone else is pretty much going through a revolving door of death and resurrection by this point in time. And you can quote me on that. And that concludes the next part of the penultimate Spider-Man run, or at least this issue. At least things are really starting to heat up. Yeah, and from the looks of it, I'd say Peter is starting to get in over his head. Feels like he's getting over his head. It seems as though Ben and Jonah's response to Fisk's criticism is for him is actually pretty much a House of Cards, Game of Thrones sort of thing. I have no idea what those references are, but if you're referring to the machinations of Wilson Fisk, aka the Kingpin, then you are undoubtedly right about that. Truer words were never spoken, Adam. Anyway, good night, audience. We hope to see. Well, that concludes this tonight's episode. So we hope to see you again next time for when we continue with our coverage on the penultimate Spider-Man. From all of us here at Chillin with Deadpool, I'm your host with the most, Pirate Master Deadpool Supreme. And I am Adam Warlock. Hoping to keep it real and keeping it good on the he's dog. Okay, yeah, dude, you really gotta start working more on your urban vernacular. And I try, but there's only so much I can do. True that. So anyway, until next time, true believers,